He's got his red tie in. He's acclimated already.
There he goes.
This is interesting, Chris. He's a freshman, and yet this is the third school he's wrestled for.
I've had a hard time figuring that out. Here we go. Negrete versus Hendriksen. And we're off and running on a Sunday afternoon here in Norman. And each wrestler feeling each other out right now.
He doesn't do too much feeling out. He goes forward and he comes after you, and he wrestles hard. He's a little guy, but he was a 3-time Texas State champion. Went as a gray shirt, not enrolling at school, to train with the club to Tennessee, Chattanooga. Second semester went to Minnesota. That's where he came in contact with Coach Kish because of their connections. Came here. He's going to be a good one.
Outscored his opponents 36-2 so far this season, before falling in the final at Michigan State, did Hendriksen. Out of Creekview High School in Carrollton, Texas, a 3-time UIL state champion. He was the first wrestler to be ranked #1 pound for pound in the state of Texas. So far, he's on the offensive.
Yeah, you're going to see a lot of the offensive from this guy because he likes to wrestle. Backs his opponents up, works the head. When the opponent stands up, he hits his high leg attacks. Staying in that good stance, good head position, hands low. Hard to get in on him.
Good aggressive move from Hendriksen to avoid the attack from Negrete.
Look at all the real estate he captures. Eventually, they're going to hit this guy for stalling.
Locked up Hendriksen. You can see that unique base he has and the power in which he uses it.
This is where the fans can help out as they start going, stalling. I used to have a couple of guys that anything I said, they would say, and then the crowd would begin to say it. That's a shout out to the late Bill James, and that wasn't orchestrated. That's just, he had such a passion for the sport.
Final minute of the first period. Scoreless so far. And it's not from a lack of attempts here by Hendriksen, just Negrete has done a really nice job of being elusive, maybe is the best way to put it.
Well, and he did a good job on shooting an angle. That's what you got to do. You got to get an angle on Conrad.
Final 40 seconds here.
When he grabs that wrist, there's your duck under.
Under 30 now in our opening match at 125 between Carlos Negrete and Conrad Hendriksen.
And Negrete's doing just enough shooting not to get hit for stalling, but you can't back up like that. He should have been hit already.
So in other words, when he's moving back as much as he is, Coach, that's whenever you got to get dinged for a stall.
That's right, because it's hard to successfully attack a guy who's backing up.
Here we go. Hendriksen gets a late point in the first period.
There we go.
For the 1-zip lead.
There's that aggressiveness paying off.
Here was the near takedown, Coach. What'd you see?
Well, are we going to see it here?
Yes, sir. Well, maybe. Oh, we might just get started. Oh, there we go.
So once again, no, that's a nice shot to the ankle, and he did a real good job defending it. Straightened his leg out, made it hard to finish on. Once again, he's going forward, working the head, getting his underhooks. So this is an example, Chris, where he's not done a lot of attacking in terms of shots, but he's done a whole lot of work in the sense of controlling the tie-up, working the head, and backing his opponent up.
Negrete out of Fresno.
It's interesting because North Dakota State has a couple of California guys out there. I don't know, those guys must be in shock when they get out there.
He had a 4-5 record in dual matches last year. Was 1-3 in Big 12 duels. Of course, North Dakota State, a Big 12 team in wrestling. Oklahoma will stay in the Big 12 whenever Sooner Athletics moves to the SEC, and I think that's the right move. That's something we can talk about as the match goes on today.
Sure. And Carlos is a very successful high school wrestler, and he's looking to recapture that. He's looking for a breakout year here. Nice elbow pass. Needs a little more commitment on that.
Not enough at one now.
Leg attack. And probably they haven't hit Negrete for stalling again, even though he's going backwards, because Conrad has really not taken many leg attacks. But he bullies you back, and then when you shoot on him, he's got great go-behinds.
Final 15 seconds. Low-scoring 125 match here to get things started on a Sunday afternoon, the home opener. Aggressive with that left hand was Hendriksen. That'll do it. Roger Kish pops up out of his seat on the sidelines, and immediately it's almost as if Hendriksen knew exactly what he was saying to him, Coach, because he pointed right to him.
Yeah, it's interesting because I said to Conrad, give me a word on Coach Kish. He said, oh, man, just one word. And one of the things he said, he makes every situation fun. You love to go to work under him, and you love to wrestle.
Here we go. Get the escape here. Hasn't quite yet. They're asking for it. The Sooner bench. Big slam.
And that's a tough situation because what really happens is guys get to their feet and they're really not trying to get out. They're just trying to keep you from returning them. And then the other guy gets hit for stalling. A little bit of schnookering going on there, but you need some match strategies.
They gave the caution to Negrete there. That was his second caution. The official came out and made sure that fans here and the scorers knew that. 2-1 here in the closing moments for Hendriksen.
And he wanted Negrete to know it because one more, and that's another point.
Hendriksen has been off to the good start this season. As we mentioned, fantastic against Central Michigan. Maybe a bit of a surprise in his win against the Chippewas. Trying to set the Sooners off. Oh, what a move. And now he's on the offensive, and the crowd gets into it. And Hendriksen goes up 3-1 with 1:23 left in this third.
And here's what I say. Here's the time to go for a score, because if you don't get it and he takes you down, it's still tied. You have over a minute to get away. But if you get that takedown, you might seal the matchup right here.
The calculated nature of watching Hendriksen stalk, wait, look for that opportunity.
Needs to work a little bit when he gets that underhook, faking the leg, and then pulling his opponent down to go behind. What's funny about it is this is a lot like old school Minnesota. Get that underhook, back you up. Get that underhook, back you up.
Final 30 seconds. Hendriksen up 3-1. Can he finish it off? Good defense there. 15 seconds.
10 seconds remaining. Get loud. Bring him home, Super fans.
Officials had a quick word with each other in the middle of that rally. 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Conrad Hendriksen gets the win over Carlos Negrete. And Oklahoma takes 125.
That's a happy camper. He wanted to shake hands with the ref, shake hands with his opponent.
Coach, let's take a look at that escape that sealed this match for Hendriksen.
He's on his feet. He's got hand control. Nice hip heist to a cutoff, and he's out. That That was a hard wrestled match. Not a lot of attack, so to speak, but constantly working to control the tie-up. Wrestling